What the fuck? Does she not know there's a camera in there?
I can't breathe. I didn't hear you breathe.
What is she doing?
Goodness. He knows our need.
Stop simping! Stop! Where is it? She's so interesting. No, dude. She's fucking crazy. God damn it, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Still beating.
By women
Jody
behavior.
was then taken to the county jail and charged with the murder of Travis Alexander. She stayed there overnight, and it would be a total of 16 hours before she was taken back to the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office. Her second interrogation commenced at approximately 9:30 a.m.
Just remember.
Bro, she's still singing, dude. I love that chat's acting like, oh, she's such a small bean, you know? She's such a, what do you call it? Like, small bean by queen, dude. I forget what I was gonna say. God damn it, dude. A sussy baka. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You're acting like she's a fucking manic pixie dream girl, dude. You're literally acting like she's a manic pixie dream girl. Like, this is Zoe Deschanel. She's so quirky. She's so quirky. Man hates to see a girl boss winning. Yeah, you know what else I fucking hate to see? When I run an ad break and you don't get to avoid it, okay? Because it's top of the fucking hour, all right? And that means it's time for a 60-second ad break. And if you want to avoid these ads, dude, then all you need to do is subscribe. You can do it for $5 or you can subscribe for fucking free with a Twitch Prime, dude. All right? Yeah, you got played, bitch. You got played. You got fucking played. I'm a smooth criminal, dude. If she had bangs, you'd literally be simping too. Probably. But she doesn't. So it doesn't matter. What does matter is Twitch Prime is free. And you can use it on your favorite content creator. Here's the ad break now. Okay. Let's keep going. Wahoo Warrior, thank you for the 2 gifted subs.
All right. If you want to go ahead and stand up for me. As I take these cuffs off, just go ahead and put your hands down at the waist, okay?
The game plan for this second interrogation will be a lot more strategic. Investigators will have studied the footage the day prior and will now have a greater understanding of Jody's personality. The initial tactic is for Detective Blaney to criticize and berate the suspect's character while simultaneously reinforcing fear.
By the way, do we know if she's bi? Because Chad is like kind of convinced that she's bi, and then now Chad is like comparing her to Kristen Cinema, Like when did that happen? She does have some real Kristen Cinema voting down the 15 minimum wage energy though. Why does it matter? No, I just find it strange that like chat keeps saying she's bi. But like she could be. She is doing the handstand, which is classic bisexual behavior. Yeah, bisexuals love doing handstands and sitting weird.
And apprehension. She makes it very clear from the offset that the suspect's fabricated naivety and sickly sweet persona will not work on this occasion, and Jody's self-esteem will be broken down in a manner that would typically be considered bullying or abuse under different circumstances. This is done so that when Detective Flores returns, it will be a welcome relief, and an immediate rapport will then be attained, which in turn will make the suspect far more likely to cooperate. It's a derivative of good cop, bad cop, and the two investigators execute this technique in a near-perfect manner. Detective Blaney's time with the suspect is essentially a non-stop psychological onslaught, which is sometimes executed in a passive manner, while other times in a far more direct manner. During the latter stages of the bad cop procedure, Jody will be asked if she would prefer to speak with Detective Flores instead. This question is posed a total of 5 times, and only on the 5th time will Jody finally give in and admit that she would.
I didn't realize good cop bad cop was like a real thing. I thought it was just like in movies.
That when Detective Flores finally returns, it was all her.
I just want to let all of you know that you didn't believe in me when I said I was a fucking expert, and I literally called out the technique. I'm just saying that I know what's up. I'm literally a detective now. Call me Detective Piker.
Doing, rather than a calculated and prearranged strategy.
Okay.
The voice recorder isn't actually for the purpose of recording the conversation.
It's just to make her uncomfortable.
To reinforce the perception of Detective Blaney being the enemy, and not to be trusted. You'll notice that when Detective Flores returns, this device will be switched off, therefore reinforcing the idea that he is the friend who can be trusted.
Today's date is July 16th, and my name is Detective Rachel Blaney, and I'm here with Jody Arias. Is that how you say your last name? Arias. Okay, I'm sorry. This is just formality, and this is, you know, if I have to, you know, write up a report of what we talked about, at least I know word for word, you know, what you said, and there's no mistakes. Mm-hmm. Okay. The reason that I wanted to talk with you this morning, there's a couple of reasons, actually. Let me say this. It's obvious to me that, you know, you're not our typical suspect.
Why?
You come from a good home, a good family.
Oh my God.
Your parents obviously care about you. That was evident, you know, when they talked to him yesterday.
It's like you're quite...
probably more intelligent than you were letting on yesterday. And there's no question in my mind or any of the other investigators' mind that you were the person that took Travis's life. But what I need to know, or what I'd like to know, and give you the opportunity to do, is determine whether, you know, you're a cold-blooded, cold-hearted murderer who slaughtered this guy, or are you somebody that got caught up in circumstances and things got out of control? When this hits the news, and it'll go to the media, do you want to be portrayed as that cold-blooded?
Bro, did they think that she was supposed to be bad cop because she's a woman or something? Because, like, I feel like she's doing a better job than the other cop already. What the fuck? She's literally a better detective than the other guy. The other guy's like, come on, admit it. Just admit it.
Cold-hearted murderer, because the media loves that. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you a chance to make things right. You know, show the families that you do have some remorse. But when you continue to deny when it's obvious that that's not the case, you appear to be the cold-blooded killer. And things are going to start moving real fast here for you. This is kind of a pause, you know, before things, you know, start getting heavy. This is your opportunity to help yourself out. We don't need you to tell us anything. I'm doing this for you. It's a matter of, do you want to take control of your situation and paint the picture of who you are? Because you're the only one that knows that.
The professional ruthlessness of this investigator is quite astonishing. The demeaning and sarcastic tone she manages to superimpose over straight facts is gripping to witness.
You know, was it a matter of, like I said, this guy, Travis, building some sort of, what you thought was some sort of relationship? You know, were you hoping for marriage? Is this something that you were hoping for? Was he leading you down that path? You know, did he take advantage of you? Were there promises made that...
See, this, I don't know how this is bad cop, but what she's doing is like shifting blame away to potentially the guy in an effort to like gain confidence with her and like try to get her to fucking, you know, create a false narrative that like in her mind absolves her of the murder just so she can fucking admit to the murder and then boom, roasted. That's actually good. Like that's literally that is a better technique than whatever the fuck the other dude was doing. It was like, come on, just admit it.
We're broken,
I'm backseating
that you
so
betray
hard,
our
dude.
trust in some way. I don't know. Only you know that. This is not going to go away anytime soon for you, Jody. You know, you're a young woman, just starting your life. You had a lot going for you. You should be fighting for yourself right now. And you let this eat at you. And it's going to destroy you.
Yeah, isn't it ego up technique or whatever the fuck that we learned all the techniques from the Chris one.
Jody manages to veer off on trivial aspects of her and Travis's relationship that paint her in a positive light. Officer Blaney makes it very clear that she has far less patience than Officer Flores. With what appears to be a very sympathetic tone, she will snap the suspect's focus back to the element of the murder.
As much as I love Travis, I just have always, there's something inside that says he's not the guy you're going to marry.
So then what was it? What was it that led up to all of this? I mean, there's got to be something. So I honestly don't believe that, you know, that you're cold-hearted and you would just go and just, you know, kill somebody on a whim. That doesn't fit your profile. So what was it that led up to that? You know, you tell me. You tell them. You tell, you know, Travis's family. I'm just trying to fill in the holes there, you know, and just kind of guessing about the emotions. You know, what was it that would make you, you know, so angry or upset?
Once Jody is forcefully brought back to reality, she all of a sudden has nothing to say. The passive yet disparaging tone of the detective must be a very hard thing for an individual to have to sit there and take, especially someone who has used their fabricated sweet nature to their advantage most of their life in order to avoid these types of situations.
And if you're smart, you'll realize that, you know, you're not going to get a whole lot of other chances to do this, probably none. Once the wheels start turning, they move real fast. And you will be out of control then. You know, I'm a spiritual person myself, and I don't think that I would want that, you know, inside of me. I wouldn't want all of the ugliness of the lies inside of me. Take a minute just to think about what I said.
Jody is clearly exhausted and terrified. She at this moment was being observed by both Detective Blaney and Detective Flores in another room, and they even contemplated having Detective Flores enter at this moment. They ultimately decided against it, however, and Detective Blaney re-enters the room to maximize this state of dejection.
Holy shit.
The pressure will now be increased to a considerable degree.
Maybe I did have a wrong picture of you. You know, all of this time that you and I have been talking, and I got information from your other interview, you are talking about insignificant things at this point. You're talking about money, you're talking about material things, you're talking about everything, but
I'm just talking
you're
about
talking
things
about
that
just
affect the people I care about.
You're talking about everything but how bad you feel about Travis. You only respond to my questions.
If I murdered
specifically
Travis, I
about
would be
Travis.
very remorseful.
I think that I
Bro, she's still going with that. That's last week's Jody takes, dude. She's still using the, oh, dude, I'd be so sad if I did the murder. Dude, you don't know me. Anyone who knows me knows, like, I'd be so sad if I did a murder. Like, literally. I'm just saying, like, so judging by how I'm not sad, you should know that I didn't do the murder. Also, do you perhaps know about the 10 Commandments? Because the first one is, thou shalt not kill. And guess what? I am Christian.
I've gotten the wrong picture of you. I think that, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you are that cold-blooded person that they're trying to portray. And, I'm just really confused. At this point, maybe you're right. Maybe there isn't anything that you can do to help yourself. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you're not as intelligent as I thought you were.
Oh, now she's like,
maybe I was wrong. I don't know what else to do for you here, Jody. I'm kind of at the end of
a
my
bit
rope.
rude, isn't it?
You're not going to get a whole lot of people that are trying to help you out along the way beyond this point. And what I'm hearing is somebody who doesn't give a rip about what happened. I'm hearing somebody that's worried about money, your appearance, everything about you. I don't hear anything about Travis unless you're specifically asked. How do you think that looks?
Listen, I don't care so much.
No, you listen. You are not grasping the reality here, Jody. You are acting like the person that I
sussy
portrayed.
little baka that you are.
The ugly, cold-blooded murderer.
Every time Jody breaks down, the detective immediately focuses on Travis's family. She makes it abundantly clear that she has absolutely no sympathy for the suspect despite her best efforts.
I know Travis's family is struggling with why, and that would be the one thing that would give them closure. They may never like you, but I think that they would be appreciative of why their son's life was taken. I know if it was my child, that's what I would want. And I know that you're not a mother, but all women have those mothering instincts within them. And I think that you can understand that, what I'm saying. Was I off base, Jody?
Could you be clear just so I could hear?
Sure. I understand that you're a very private person. Everybody has said that, and that's glaringly apparent. But all your business is going to be out in the open right now, so there's really nothing to hide from anymore. You know what I mean? Do you think at this point that your pride matters more than Travis's family?
Are they gonna check the tissue if she actually cried? If there's any nose turds in there?
Family's grief?
It's called the tissue technique. I'm just saying. Real technique.
It's your chance to make at least something right. Even if it's on a small scale, it's a big deal to his folks. This is your opportunity to make right on some of your selfishness.
I wasn't angry at Travis. Everyone keeps saying whoever did this was so angry.
Then what were you?
Another instance of chat will literally say anything. Someone said, if there were actual boogers, I would gladly eat it. I would buy her tissue off of eBay. She's so hot and sweet. Coomer's trying to lick the Kleenex. We've matched your boogers to the boogers of the crime scene. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chat, I ran the top of the hour ad already. Why do you guys... Oh my God, you're like fucking abused. Like every time I pause the video, there's like at least 4 to 5 motherfuckers who are like, dude, he's gonna run the ad now. Like, no, I ran it already, dude. It happened. Just admit that you love your chat. Of course I do. Why the fuck would I spend this much goddamn time here if I didn't? And I know motherfuckers are gonna be like, money. Yeah, you think I need to do this for 8 hours to make money, dude? No, I would be fine doing it for like 4 hours every fucking 3 days. When you said also, I immediately checked the clock. Your segues are fucking with me. Nice!
Were you jealous? Was he expecting you to come over that day?
He wanted me to. I told him I wasn't going to.
So was it a surprise that you actually showed up?
Jody prepares to set off on another tangent about photography, but gets shut down right away. The detective doesn't allow her thoughts to keep wandering off on something unrelated as a means for attaining a brief distraction from reality.
I got pictures of him once shaving, and then he was already weird about that.
Well, Jody, when you say things like that, it's obvious to me that you don't want to do the right thing for the family. You don't want to.
Yeah, you're fucking stalling.
Yourself.
It's obvious to me that you're fucking
closure.
stalling.
And you're jerking my chain. And I don't appreciate my chain being jerked. I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of skirting around it. I thought that it would be easier for you to talk to a woman, to say what you need to say to a woman. Sometimes it is. But unless you're willing to give me something, then I can't do anything for you. After today, things are going to go so fast for you. You're going to be totally out of control of the situation. The wheels of justice will start turning. I understand that you're afraid and that you're horrified about that person within you that could do something like that. But it happened, and it's a done deal, and you did. At least you can do is tell the family how it happened so they can understand why. I mean, do you think you're going to get this opportunity again? To sit down and just have a free-form discussion? There's not going to be any situation or place that's going to make it any easier for you. This is as good as it gets for you right now. Would you rather talk to him? If you do, you know, that's fine, and I'm sure that he'd be willing to talk with you again. Or would you rather continue talking with me? It's up to you.
I don't really have a preference, I guess.
I don't know what it is that's going on inside your head right now. I don't know whether you're weighing the odds, you know, trying to figure out how you can save your own skin here. Don't you think...
You know what she's rambling so much that you know what blows my fucking mind? Why didn't she call a lawyer? Like, I literally forgot that she had the opportunity to fucking call a lawyer. Like, the moment that you are a suspect, I mean, anytime you fucking talk to the cops, you need to have a lawyer. Like, you straight up, you should have that. But also, having said that, like, why are you helping the murderer out? I mean, it makes no sense. It's so fucking stupid that, like, she's just, like, trying to build this wall between her and the investigators without, like, bringing in a lawyer to the situation who would literally just be like, don't fucking talk to the cops, idiot. And no, it's not ad time. Oh my God, stop, guys.
That it's going to make just a little bit of difference inside yourself. as far as that closure goes, if you know that the family at least has something. And if you're not going to do that today with me right now, I'm just going to send you back across the street. Because we've been in here for a while. And I don't have, the entire day. I guess my patients are running a little thin.
Did I
And
whip
if you
you
think
guys
you're
into a
feeling
Pavlovian
grief
response whenever I say also? You think I'm going to do ads?
over this whole incident, think about how they feel. For once, think about somebody else.
That's crazy.
And if you want to talk to Detective Flores as opposed to me, you can do that. Like I said, I thought it would be easier for you to talk to a woman.
I kind of do want to talk to him because he has been in contact with with Travis's family a lot. I
Okay.
don't know if that would make any difference, but I know that he already talks to them on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I'm sure that, he has somewhat of a relationship with them. So I'll go see if he's...
Yeah, I'm not trying to stall or anything, but I've got to go to the bathroom again. Can we go?
Yeah.
Hey.
Rachel called me and told me that you wanted to talk to me. Are you doing okay?
It doesn't matter how I'm doing.
It does to me.
Thank you, but it doesn't matter. What matters is how his family is doing.
I told you yesterday I've been doing this for a long time, and you're absolutely right. The person's family who was hurt, they're obviously hurting. But there's a second family that hurts as well. And in this case, it's your family.
The objective of good cop, bad cop seems to have worked. A higher level of trust and rapport seems to now be established. Jody pours out her emotion as the detective offers a sympathetic and understanding tone. But then something very interesting happens. Once she composes herself, she for some reason requests to see the
Literally good cop, simp cop, dude. That's what it is, okay?
photos of Travis.
This is known as the simp. This is known as the simp method, okay? Where you just simp for the murderer.
Not before, but after he was murdered. Many could think she is attempting to gain some sort of depraved satisfaction from seeing them. Yet going off how the rest of this interrogation plays out, it's more likely that she is trying to gather information, or at least confirm something in the photographs, before she amends her new narrative.
This is more of a selfish reason. I think it might give me some sense of closure. I know it's kind of morbid. I don't even think I really deserve closure.
What is it you want to know about the photos? Do you want to see the room? Do you want to see the bathroom, or do you want to see him? Or is it the photos before it happened that you want to see?
I think the photos of after everything.
I won't show you those.
Is there any that you can?
No. I can't do that. We had a difficult time identifying who he was by the time we got there. And he wasn't the same person. So that's why I don't want to show you photos.
The detective attempts to get the dialogue flowing in a subtle manner, yet he's given the silent treatment anytime he poses an incriminating question. Jody knows exactly what she can and can't say with respect to her own preservation. Her internal self is far more calculated than the naive exterior she continuously portrays.
So why were you there that day?
She stabbed him 28 times, and I think shot him in the head as well. But I don't know if she's like wanting to see the photos because she's horny, or if she wants to see the photos because she's what do you call it, like trying to figure out what the crimes are, like what the evidence is, so she can like actually, I mean, he said she wants to see the photos for info, but I don't know.
Please tell me. Did you just miss him? Should I be looking for somebody else? Was there anybody else with you besides you and Travis? Are you protecting somebody else?
The detective allows for extended periods of silence. Only Jody will know for sure what she was thinking, yet one could safely assume she is desperately constructing her new narrative during these moments.
Trying to just figure it out. I'm just trying to think. What happened to me today and from here on out if I just told you every single detail that I know? And I gave you a confession?
Nothing else changes. It just speeds up the process.
It's all really blurry. It really is blurry. It's all a blur. Can I please see those photos?
Why did you throw the camera in the washing machine? We found blood in the downstairs bathroom where somebody had tried to wash their hands. There's blood on the outside of the washing machine. There's little things that give us clues to what you were doing afterward. Everybody says he just leaves his doors open when he's home. Trusts everybody.
Wow. Chad's about to be like, oh, he left his doors open. A typical. He probably wanted to have sex with numerous women, which is why he deserved to be murdered.
Have you ever seen the movie The Secret?
I don't think so.
This was the cue for Jody's next series of insufferable rambles. The detective valiantly endures this for the next 31 minutes to lower her guard.
I used to go to sleep at night and I would hear gunshots. We weren't in a bad neighborhood, but our neighborhood neighbored another neighborhood that wasn't that great, and gunshots scary. And there were, because Salinas is agricultural and there were a lot of fields, and I used to think that there were hunters in the fields with their dogs. They were swinging by and pick up Amy, my roommate. And I wasn't there, I don't think. I was at work or something. I've never been in doubt. I've never been through the temple, but from what I understand, I think that it's such a sacred place, and meditating there and being there will help to give you further insight about where. There were 3 fears. One was handguns, which is one of the reasons I got a gun. There was a CHP here in town that said he would take me out and go target practicing. And I went to the sporting goods store several times to see what he had, and they were all in the $500 or $600 range for the kind that I wanted. So they were too expensive, but then there was this one, it was cheap.
Jody's dialogue eventually winds up on the subject of Travis and how Travis was private about the shower. The detective seizes the moment to catch Jody off guard. He subtly poses a highly incriminating question.
Bro, you think she thinks she can filibuster going to prison? Like, she's like, maybe if I just keep the testimony going for as long as I physically possibly can, like, they'll forget about it. Like, you know, the statute of limitations will run out or something. It's kind of crazy. She's just like...
in a jokingly manner.
He was very private about the shower. Like,
Is that why you were taking pictures of him in the shower?
No, no.
She doesn't deny she was there, only that she wasn't taking the pictures for that particular reason. She doesn't refute what is essentially an accusation, only a part of the context within it. This seems to be the moment where Jody realizes the holes in her story are...
It's over. GG's. Good job.
She has to admit...
Finally, this detective simp with the simp method finally hit a fucking good one, dude. Holy shit.
She was at least at the scene of the crime, and will now start to scramble her thoughts to garner the most self-preserving storyline.
Trying to get back at him.
No,
Oh, she's locked. She literally realized it. Oh no. No longer is it Pepela. She does know.
What did you do?
Oh shit, dude. She literally thought she was on a fucking date or something, dude.
I don't believe you planned it. Jody. Please.
I can't.
Why not? Did someone catch you there? Someone not expecting you to be there?
They would have seen my car.
Then who was it?
Listen, I can tell you. I can tell you everything that I know or that I remember.
Okay. What do you remember?
Is there any way I can see those pictures?
No, not right now.
Can I see them soon? I will. No.
You need to start letting me know what happened.
Okay.
You're telling me that some other people were there.
He was kneeling down in the shower.
What?
I don't remember him. If this is his shower and the sink is over here, I was like right here taking pictures. And I don't really know what happened after that. Exactly. Except I think he was shot.
Where were you?
If this is his shower and he's sitting here, I was like, well, if this is his shower and he's sitting here, I was like right here on my knees and his bathtub was right here and I was taking him here and I was just going through the pictures and I heard this loud ring. And
Okay, that's a she's doing bisexual sitting right there. That's the bi sitting technique, okay? See, I know.
I don't really remember except Travis was screaming. I think I got knocked out, but I don't think I was out long. And there were two people there, and
What'd you say?
I remember putting my hand on his back because he was on all four of his knees. He was like on his knees like this, doing something like this or something like, I don't know.
What the fuck?
I was like, are you okay? What's going on? What's going on? He's like, go get help, go get help. And I said, okay. And I turned around, there were two people there. One was a guy and one was a girl.
What?
I couldn't tell that at first, but I could just see one was a girl, and I assumed the other was a guy because they're build.
Bro, she is... Why did she... This is a throw. Like, this is straight throw. And I assume the reason why she threw this way is because she got caught in an accidental self-report where she was like, yeah, I'm there. You know, I was there. So, you know, it's done after that one.
And then their voices. Travis was screaming the whole time. He wasn't screaming like a girl. He was just like he was in pain, like he was like shocked, like, oh, you know.
What happened, Jody?
What?
What did you see?
You know, Robert Frost had a poem about this, actually, where, you know, he talked about the road less traveled, right? Like two roads converging. You know, it's like famous. It's just, so that's why, you know, there were two other people there that murdered my boyfriend.
I took it out like a little bitch. I ran. He was still like conscious and still alive, and
You just left him there.
no, I ran into the closet, and he stopped me, and he didn't touch me. He was just held the gun to my head, and he was like, "You don't go anywhere." And he told the other girl to finish it. I didn't see. He told me to stay there and not to move.
And where was that, in the closet?
No, it was
She describes that the male stopped her from leaving, and then goes into detail about how her phone wasn't charged and how she forgot her phone charger. She then describes how she valiantly tried to save Travis from the female attacker.
She was over him, and I just rushed her and I pushed her.
In the next moment, she will state that the assailant comes back when she never went anywhere to begin with.
Is it just me, or do you guys also kind of feel like impressed by how much these people can fucking lie on the spot? Because, like, in a situation like this, obviously I wouldn't do a fucking murder. But, like, if I was in a situation where, like, I had to lie my way out of it, there is no shot. Like, there is, like, no fucking shot I could lie, let alone continuously lie over the course of like 2 interrogation sessions, non-fucking stop for like 6 hours without stopping. I'd just be like, dude, fuck it. Just put me in jail, dude. That was me. It was me. I did it. Like, there's no shot. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, yeah, there was a guy there. Just kidding. It was, fuck, it's me. I did it. Fucking just, come on. We know, we saw how you play Among Us. Shut up. I was so good at Among Us, dude. Fucking, I was such a sussy baka. Fuck you, dude. Actually, I literally would say, just vote for me. I would get angry and say, just vote for me all the time.
I got Travis, and he wasn't like standing up really. He wasn't really doing much, and I was trying to get him, and she came back. I got him kind of far, like right here. She came back. He was starting to just get weaker and weaker.
The irony of like, you know, coming up with an elaborate lie like this is that I don't know if she doesn't understand this or not, but like, you need evidence for this, and they already meticulously went over the crime scene. There's like none of that shit is gonna match.
And this guy came back in, and she said that they needed to do me too because it was there, and he's like, no, that's not why we're here.
From what you're telling me, she was the aggressive one and he was the more passive.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely aggression as far as, I mean, I don't know what you define aggression by, but like there was definitely a sternness.
So it seemed like they knew him.
She's such an idiot, dude. She's never gonna recall this.
Seem to know them. I mean, he was a little out of it. Plus, they had masks on anyway. But he didn't express any kind of recognition.
I couldn't talk.
The detective takes her back to the moment she tried to save Travis from the female attacker.
So I wasn't sure. I just knew I had to hold on to her hands because she had a knife.
What hand did she have it in?
She had it in this hand, but well, her right, I guess. So.
Right.
I think part of the reason why the cop is not like losing his mind at this point is because he's like, finally, there's some content. You know what I mean? She's like, finally, she's not talking about the fucking secret anymore. At least like these are clearly lies, but at least they're lies that pertain to the fucking murder. You know what I mean?
I just said, come on, come on. You know, he was naked, but I didn't care. Just come on. And he's like, I can't.
Guilty, just quirky.
Come on. He's like, I can't feel my legs.
Jody had obviously seen a lot of bad movies. Bear in mind, this conversation she had with Travis was supposedly happening as she was simultaneously fighting off a knife-wielding attacker. She glosses over the struggle, and she somehow ends up outside the bathroom. The two assailants are now inside the bathroom, arguing with each other about Jody's fate. She hasn't stated whether Travis is alive or dead at this point.
It wasn't like super yelling, it was kind of like hushed but intense. Like, you need to da-da-da, shut up, it's not over here. Things like that.
The male assailant then takes Jody's registration out of her wallet and looks at her address.
He said, if you ever say anything about this, he said they'll do to my family the same way, and me. He doesn't care so much about me at that point. He said, you need to leave, and don't you call anybody, don't say anything. He's all, I'm giving you one chance. And she said she's gonna rat us off, she's gonna say something, and he was like, shut up. He's like, you get one chance.
Jody then leaves in her car. She of course doesn't mention the fact that she then left Travis a voicemail to give herself an alibi for not being there.
I was really scared. I was really,
Dude, you're
Freaked
so
out.
stupid, dude.
I don't believe you.
Motherfucker waited 5 hours, dude. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't believe you.
I came in here hoping that you would tell me the truth. And this is not the truth, Jody.
This is all I know.
This does not make any sense.
Thank you,
Feel
Blue Pfeiffer, for the
responsible
12
because I
months.
feel that I could have done more. I feel that I should have gotten help. I feel that I should have been stronger.
You feel responsible because you did this.
I did not
Jody,
kill
you
Travis.
did. You did. And there's nothing you can say that'll change my mind at this point. This is an elaborate story which does not make any sense. I've done this for a long time. And this is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard. And it's not going to help you. Is that how you want to leave this?
I just don't want my family to get hurt.
There is a reason why you did this, and you just refused to tell me why. Maybe because you are cold and calculated. There's no reason somebody else would come in and do this to him. There's no motive whatsoever. I haven't found any.
What is my
You've only been a sub for 9 months, bitch.
Jealousy, anger, fear, if you're being alone, angry at him for not keeping you in his life. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. There are so many motives with you. Too many.
Jody continues to give random details about the fictional assailants for a further 8 minutes without being asked. The detective then ends the interrogation.
One was male, one was female. They were taller than me. Not by a whole lot.
Like, what is she thinking here? Like, what the fuck? What is she thinking? Why is she still going?
Are you ready to go back?
Yeah, I guess I'd still like to say something to his family, but I don't think I have anything that could bring them comfort.
Okay.
Maybe I could write them a letter.
Even as the detective is leaving the room, Jody attempts to add further credibility to the new narrative and gives more details of the two attackers.
I could give you the
So
best
many
description.
inconsistencies that I don't even want to deal with right now.
Okay, I just don't want my family to get hurt.
Okay.
Dude, he's like butthurt, dude. This is called the simping ain't easy, but it's necessary technique. Okay? He literally is pulling like a, I don't even want to talk to you right now. I thought we had something. Like, she broke him, dude. Who's doing the interviewing now? This is literally like the nice guy's IG account right here. He's like, you fucking slut whore. You fucking slut whore, bitch. You just don't want to be with a gentleman like me. That's what's going on here. My man literally is just like, he just got cop zoned. You know what I'm talking about, chat, where like nice guys, like the nice guy IG account will be like, will show like fucking DMs from like nice guys who are like, hey, what's up, milady? And then they won't, like, the lady won't respond, and they're like, you're a fucking whore. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's kind of what he's doing right now.
They won't get hurt.
Nice
already
guys
on
of
my
Instagram,
by
I
not
think,
telling
maybe.
the truth. That's what you're doing. Okay?
He's like,
Detective
why?
Blaney comes back with
It's like,
a
why wouldn't you murder me like you murdered your boyfriend? What the fuck? All you want to do is murder Travis and not me.
pen and paper
Standing
3
right
minutes
here.
later. She was curious to see what Jody would write to Travis's family. It ended up being a self-serving and whimsical paragraph about how sorry she was that she couldn't save Travis. The family were never given the letter. Jody completely dissects and carefully examines the ham and cheese sandwich before she eats any of it, and as you've probably guessed by now, continues to behave in a rather
Why is
unusual
she doing
manner.
that? Thank you. The Asian sensation with the 5 gifted subs.
Okay, you ready to go?
Wait, is that bisexual behavior, chat?
I think so.
I guess
Classic,
that's really
dude.
all I needed. Sorry. Don't roll the tape yet.
Why was he a good traveling companion?
Oh, he was a great traveling companion for many reasons. Traveling with Travis was kind of like traveling with your own personal comedian or serenader.
Jody not only stuck with her story about the assassination squad, she doubled down and agreed to every media request that came her way. She also stuck with a soft-spoken, sweet-natured, Jesus-loving character that wouldn't hurt spiders, let alone human beings. But she once again fails to realize this fake disposition doesn't match the situation.
I mean, chat was fucking literally simping for her when she was pixelated. Okay? So, of course, now that she has makeup on and it's like, you know, HLN, Nancy Grace, high definition, chat's literally gonna be like, she's innocent, and anyone who fucking says she's not is a liar, and I will fight them. God damn it, dude. You Coomers, like, you really do deserve prison time or something. Y'all are fucking crazy, dude. I'm looking at the time codes. Hold on. I keep trying to look at the time codes as they're coming up.
If you were sitting in a squalid jail, wrongfully accused of murder, and as a result facing life in prison or even the death penalty, you wouldn't be acting like this. She's trying to come across as the innocent girl next door, but she just looks like a terrifying lunatic.
To know that he was stabbed some 27 times and shot once in the left cheek. Who could have done this to him?
I don't know.
Who do you think killed him?
I have no idea.
Jody, you're pretty calm sitting here. How are you managing to stay so calm?
Through my faith and through the knowledge of my own innocence. That's the only thing. I would be shaking in my boots right now if I had to answer to God for such a heinous crime.
Jody Arias killed.
Oh, fuck. She got bangs, dude. God damn it, dude. Luckily, they're like half bangs. Like, it's not full bangs, okay?
Travis Alexander. There is no question about it.
This is Jody's defense team, and what you just saw was the very beginning of their opening statement on the first day of her trial. The date is January 2nd, 2013. Exactly 4 years, 6 months, and 2 days after Travis was murdered.
The $1 million question is what would have forced her to do it.
What?
They must have figured the assassination story wouldn't go down well with a jury, especially when confronted with the many steps Jody took to get away with the murder. So the narrative has now changed for a third time, and the defense have to come up with a plausible explanation for Jody's trail of deception. The hole she had dug herself into was exceptionally deep, and her attorneys are now crafting the rope to pull her out.
Jody did not always tell the truth about what happened that night. She was scared. Scared about what had happened and scared about what she had done. She had absolutely no experience with police interrogation before.
You don't say.
And so when they talked to her, she wasn't always truthful. Her fear...
Dude, sometimes, dude, I like in the 90s, there were a lot of memes about lawyers. Right? About how, like, they're the devil, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like it doesn't happen anymore as much. Like, people don't really shit on lawyers as much. It used to be, like, a very common trope or a meme that, like, lawyers are horrible people. And I'm remembering why these memes existed. What the fuck is this, bro? The lawyer's literally like, she did it. We're just gonna lie now and act like she did it for something different, dude. That's insanity, okay? Like, actual demon behavior is like knowing full well that your fucking client is guilty of a murder and just making up a new story as you go along just to, like, get her off. And I know that there's chatters in here who are going to be like, oh, that's what a good lawyer is supposed to do, dude. Like, that's what a good lawyer is supposed to do. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like that's not what a lawyer is supposed to do. But what a Twitch streamer is supposed to do is tell you when it's the top of the hour, 10 minutes before it's actually top of the hour, to get you fucking not excited for the ad break. Oh, it's time for a 60-second ad break again, dude. You'd like to no longer see the ads. You know the deal, dude. You subscribe with a Twitch Prime. You use an ad block, VPN. Dude, these segues are actually abuse, dude. Please don't justify murdering me, okay? I fucking got you, dude. That was a good ass segue, dude. God damn, dude. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Do you even like streaming anymore? I think you just show up to do segues. Wait, so how do these demons of lawyers make money? Like just from media coverage? What do you mean? No, they make money from... Wait, they charge her, I think. I think she's from like a decently rich family, no? I literally am on the verge of not watching you anymore. No shot. You've been in here since fucking 10/11/2020. No shot you stop now. Your segues are longer than the ads? Yeah, I know, dude. You building up is such a dead giveaway now? That's not true.
And her panic about what had happened led her to tell different stories. Throughout this trial, you will learn more about Jodi Arias.
Although not everyone in Travis's family were devout Mormons, all of them were close. He in particular had a very strong relationship with his sister Tanisha. And as you can probably tell, a picture can say 1,000 words.
Much more about Jodi. You will find that she is an articulate, bright young woman who is a very talented artist and photographer. And so what would have forced her to have to take Travis's life on that awful day? In order to answer that question, we have to go back to the beginning.
The bulk of the defense's opening was to paint Jodi as the naive victim and Travis as the...
As a result of propaganda in the 90s after massive lobbying for tort reform, you idiot, lawyers were villainized for the sake of protecting capital. God damn, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were a lawyer, dude. In the 90s. Fuck. I mean, I'm watching lawyers be demons right now, dude. How am I supposed to know that, motherfucker?
the calculated villain.
Being a temple member and an executive director.
For the record, for the people who are saying, it's her right to a fair trial or whatever. Yeah, but it's still illegal to know that like your client did it and then lie about it. That's why lawyers always tell you, like, you know, don't tell me anything. Like, they're not supposed to fucking... No, it's not. Wait, it's not illegal, but like, isn't it? Wait, is it? I mean, lawyers can't testify because they have attorney-client privilege, but can't they be asked? Actually, I don't know. It's illegal for them to allow you to perjure yourself? It's actually not, because they have attorney-client privilege. The lawyer does have a duty if they know you committed the crime. Wait, hold on.